What's up, guys? This is Kenneth Leader for NetTechite. If you follow tech news, specifically Apple news, you might have known already that Apple has just announced the iPhone 4, or unofficially known as the iPhone 4G or the iPhone 4th generation. Essentially, it's the same device that was infamously leaked by Gizmodo, as well as some countries such as Vietnam and other countries in Asia. So if you haven't already seen the leaked photos, the new iPhone 4 is pretty much a brand new design. It features a front and back glass finish, as well as a centered brushed aluminum rim that goes along the side. What's cool about this rim is that it also acts as the antenna system. It acts as the antenna system for the Bluetooth, the Wi-Fi, the GPS, as well as the cellular signals. In addition, the glass finishes on the back and the front are scratch resistant, and that's really good because we all know how much the back of the iPhone 3G, 3GS scratches. And finally, to wrap up the aesthetics, the phone itself is around 9.3 millimeters, and it is about 24% thinner than the iPhone 3GS. Going around the phone, we'll start off from the side. You'll notice that there are three buttons. You have your volume up and down, which is opposed to the rocker buttons that we had on the iPhone 3G and 3GS, and as well as the iPhone 2G. And we also have a mute button on top of those two buttons. Along the bottom, we have a mic as well as the 30-pin dock connector. On the right side of the phone, we have a micro SIM tray. Note I said micro SIM, and that's similar to the SIM card that we have in the iPad. And along the top, we have a noise canceling mic as well as a power button and the regular headphone jack. Along the back side of the phone, you'll notice that there is a camera as well as an LED flash. Into the specifics of the camera, it is a 5 megapixel camera with a backside illuminated sensor. It has 5 times digital zoom, and it also has tap to focus when you use it to record video and or take pictures. And also, it records up to 720p at 30 frames per second for video. Along the front, you'll see that there is the usual speaker and home button. And also notice that there is a front-facing camera, which I'll assume is regular VGA quality. And there's also a 3.5-inch screen. They call it the Retina display. So going into more detail on the Retina display, again, I already said it is 3.5 inches. As for pixels, it is 960 by 640, which is 4 times more than that on the iPhone 3G and 3GS. And note that it is the same size screen, so the pixel density is increased by a lot. Apple has some more specifics here. They say it has 326 pixels per inch, and it has 800:1 contrast ratio, which is 4 times better than the iPhone 3G and 3GS. The IPS technology provides superb color and wide viewing angle. As for the internals, the iPhone 4 runs on the Apple A4 processor, which is the same processor that's in the iPad. And there's also flash memory, which is either 16 or 32 gigs, depending on which one you get. And there's also a lithium-ion battery that lasts up to 7 hours with 3G talk, with Wi-Fi browsing up to 10, and standby up to 300 hours. As for its connectivity, it runs on AT&T's HSDPA 3G network, which is about 7.2 megabits per second download and 1.8 megabits per second upload. And in addition, it also has wireless and Wi-Fi. And to round it out, it has GPS, a compass, and also accelerometer. If you guys don't really know, the iPhone accelerometer has 3-axis control. And Apple in this iPhone is also adding a 3-axis gyro control. So in total, you're going to have 6-axis control over gaming and other apps. In other words, applications that involve rotation will become more in-depth. And in addition, you will have the option of downloading iMovie off of the App Store, which allows you to edit and add effects to some of your videos and even export in up to 720p. You will get to buy that app for $4.99 on the App Store. Now, as for pricing and release date, the release date will be on June 24th, and that is for the US, France, Germany, United Kingdom, and Japan. Pre-order date will be on June 15th. As for pricing, the iPhone 4 16GB will be available for $199, and the 32GB model will be available for $299. Now, if you cannot afford the iPhone 4 or just don't want to get it and you want to get something a little bit cheaper, you could get the iPhone 3GS for $99, which is obviously lower from the $199 price point it was previous to this. And finally, the iPhone 3G is officially phased out. So let us talk iPhone OS 4. First of all, they did rename it to iOS 4, because not every device is an iPhone now. So iOS 4, and the upgrade will be available for the iPhone 3GS as well as the iPhone 3G and the iPod Touch. Now, there are a few asterisks here. First of all, not all the features will be available on the iPhone 3G and the iPod Touch, and the iPod Touch first generation won't have the ability to upgrade to iOS 4. The upgrade will be available June 21st for those that are available for it, and it is free. Yay! Finally, there are some new features in iPhone OS 4, but I won't get into too much detail because I want to save that for another video. But I do know that there is multitasking, and that is something that a lot of people will be looking forward to. And just one more note, Apple did release an iPhone 4 informational video, and as soon as I see that on YouTube, I'll put up an annotation link somewhere in this video, so go look out for that. I'm Kenneth Wheeler from the Techite. Thank you for watching this video. Please rate, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see you guys later.